Often what we're observing is that funds that might have similar objectives often have very, very different underlying exposures within their portfolios. So when trying to assess and analyse these things, I think it's important to understand what's underneath the hood, because that's very much what's going to drive future performance. First of all, when we look at these funds, we look at the actual positioning of them. So how's their asset allocation look like? And what we observe, and as you can see from the chart, is that the range of where assets are actually invested is all over the place. There's very little commonality there, despite having broadly the same objective on the tin. In many ways, it's still early days in forming a holistic assessment of this sector. But what data we do have does inform a few viewpoints. When we compare the performance of many of these funds compared to the simple investable low-cost alternative, which we use Vanguard Balance Fund to represent that, it's clear that no one has managed to really reinvent the investment wheel to date, in the sense of delivering higher return with lower risk. When you plot the risk-return experience over the last 3 years for each of these funds, and using that Vanguard fund as the crosshair, you see that no one has managed to achieve an outcome in that top left quadrant. I think one of the key outtakes, therefore, when thinking about this sector is that the lack of homogeneity in approaches amongst these objective-based funds, despite having commonality in the objective, really makes the role of research even more important. Morningstar is continuing to expand its coverage in this space, and we really hope to shine a light on best practice and help you navigate what is an increasingly larger but increasingly more complex area with which to understand and consider for your portfolios. So use your research, please read the paper in more detail, and as always, we welcome any feedback, questions, comments that you may like to share with us.